Not many people realize this, but when I played the wall in left field, it was a tougher wall to play than it is today. The reason being is that they had petitions there for strength in the wall, but they'd be hollow areas. And if you hit the hollow areas, or the ones that weren't supported as great, that ball had hit and dropped down. If it hit one of those petitions, gee whiz, it could bounce a long ways. Now, I didn't know where those petitions were, but you had to play in betwixt and between, and so you couldn't play it quite with the same efficiency as, say, today, because you're getting a pretty much of a true rebound. And because of that, I think it's a little easier to play today than when I was playing out there. Well, you got a memory the first time you walk into any park. I mean, everlasting memory. I remember I walked into Fenway Park, and a lot of space in right field, and that's where I hit. The year before I got to Fenway Park, Jimmy Fox had one of his great years and hit 50 home runs. There's a win factor in Fenway Park that's forever to be aware of. It can make a tremendous hit come in to just a nice fly ball, or you can take a nice fly ball and make it a 420-foot shot if you have a height, because the wind factor is greater in that park than any other one. The reason being is it's got lower stands. It's got really a single deck with few little seats for a second deck. But I would say the wind factor and probably the sun factor in right field is a tough right field, because you don't get the shadow from the big stands, and you have to follow a ball lower into the horizon, closer down, because of no third deck. So it can be a hard park to play in. Well, maybe ice changed a little bit, because that's the next year, the third year. And I guess they thought they had my number a little bit, and I'm not really cognizant of making any great changes. I know I didn't, but I knew the pitchers better. I had really had a chance to be worked on by all of them. I knew everything about them, and I got off to a tremendous start. Now, I had an advantage that year. In the spring, I didn't play very much because I had put a chip in my ankle sliding in spring training, and I was taped up, and so for the first 10 or 15 games, I was only pinch hitting. Well, it just so happens that I got to pinch hit about 15 hits and got about 12 or 13 hits. It was phenomenal. What a start I got. Well, after a month playing steady, I was still hitting 420, see? So then from there, I was well above 400 all year long, all summer long. And the lowest I'd been was 399.8, which was the last day. So see, I kept up there all year, but I did get a great start. And certainly to hit 400, you got to get a great start.